Hello everybody, I have another MX5 at Okayama for you. This one is extremely frustrating to me. I actually had to protest a guy for an incident that occurred after the race, and I'm kind of speechless about it. I kind of just want to get this video out and forget about it. This one's only going to be a highlight, so I'm not going to upload the full race. It was pretty boring. I stayed in third place for most of the race until I spun, or well, I didn't really spin, but I hit the curb and almost spun, and it slowed me down about 3 or 4 seconds, and the guy caught up to me. And yeah, that's basically it. Hope you enjoy this video.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first timed lap. One more lap. Alright, there's the checkered flag.
So the start of this race and the first couple laps are extremely hectic, and I'm going to try to walk you through. As you saw behind me, one of the guys jumped the start. I got a decent run, and going into the first turn, it's pretty hectic. There are about 5 cars sharing basically the same line. Those guys went too wide, so I backed off a little bit and gave them some space. And as you'll see here, these guys were racing extremely dirty off the start. I mean, those guys ran into each other. This guy came back on the track pretty dangerously, almost cut me off. And he's just kind of spinning around everywhere, swerving, just can't keep control of his car. It's pretty frustrating. And then, as you can see, I almost get smoked from behind. As I'm trying to avoid the braking here, I get dove up the inside. And those guys ahead are still going at it pretty hard, despite the fact that they're both almost ruining their races. And yeah, that's pretty much the first lap done. I don't think anything else really happens here. I get an off track right away. It's just little things that are frustrating. I'm trying to keep with the pack ahead, and just little things are going on. I needed more experience. This is the second race I did. I only set like 20 or 30 practice laps. And then, as you can see, the car ahead of me, that pink car that looks like Patrick from SpongeBob, took out the other guy, completely took him out. That was absolutely unacceptable. It's a racing incident nonetheless, so he probably is not going to get protested for that one. He's very slow, so I ended up just passing him through here, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing too much to talk about for that lap. He keeps trying to dive me to get the position back, but he's doing it extremely dangerously, and I can see it. So I try to give him as much space as possible, and just avoid turning into him because I know this guy is like not a safe driver at all. And you'll see pretty shortly here that he completely disappears from my rear view, so he must have spun out. He gets a better run on me on the straight, so he does end up passing me here, but like I said, he ends up spinning out despite me leaving him copious amounts of space. I go for the over-under move on him, and I get a better run on him into this next turn. I check to make sure how far I am, and then I just turn in like normal, and then as you can see, he completely disappeared from my view, and that's pretty much it. I fast forwarded to lap 11 where Levi Gaffney is about to catch me. You'll see here that I make a decent run into the first turn. It could definitely be better. I'm struggling there a lot, but then as you see right here, I just fail to put any pressure on my brakes at all, and he just completely passes me.
Clear on the right.
So this is where things go to shit in this race. I accidentally bump into the back of this guy. He broke way earlier and way harder than I was expecting. I was setting much faster laps than this guy, so clearly it was just partly his inexperience and me just being caught off guard. But I gave him the position back, and I thought everything was done. We're on to the last lap of the race now. Levi is still ahead of me, and I'm making good progress on him. I decided to back off from the move, but he left so much space because he ran wide, and he lost control of the car into the side of me. And now, I, at the time, thought that it was completely intentional, but watching this back, it clearly wasn't. He lost control of the car. No big deal. However, Levi took it upon himself to decide that I hit him intentionally and that was a dirty pass or something. I'm not really sure what his logic was, but as you can see coming up, after I secure the third place, he just doesn't stop and takes me out after the race, completely dangerously. No reason for it. I tried to avoid it, but there was nothing I can do. This is what I am protesting. The race is over. I took over third or fourth place or whatever, and he freaking rams into me full speed. And I'll rewind this again so you understand. As you probably know on Okayama, the braking point is somewhere around this blue cone. But watch his brake lights. They never come on, and he drives full speed into the side of me.